Hello people, I'm sorry I have not uploaded a video in like fucking forever. That is because YouTube is a bitch. Fuck you, YouTube. It wouldn't let me upload videos for like 2 or 3 months till I figured out how to fuck with it enough to make it do it again. So yeah. In the meantime, I got new strings for my guitar. Fucking awesome. If you find Dean Markley strings, they're fucking awesome. And the electronic components on the bottom of my guitar broke. So that's a bitch. But I'm getting a new one for Christmas, I think, or something like that. So yeah. To the point. This is gonna be a inhale screaming tutorial. Because I got a couple requests asking me to. I know I put up a Lowe's one. I took that down since that was kind of overly simplified. So yeah, okie dokie then. Let's start. There's a couple bands you'll find doing inhales. It just depends. I'm not even sure what bands. Because a lot of them don't even tell you, but I do know, pretty sure Bring Me the Horizon does. Not sure about Chelsea Smiles or Chelsea Grin or whatever the fuck it is, but you get the idea. Okie dokie then. There are 3 types of basic vocals: highs, mids, lows. Some people argue that there's 2 main types, which would be highs and lows, but I think mids are kind of a thing. I don't know. Then there's also side vocals like screeches, pig squeals, which I fucking hate, but I'll teach them anyways, and etc. So, let's start, which I've said like 15 times. I guess you'd start out by basically trying to close the back of your throat up and inhale to make kind of a sound. I mean, yours will be a little bit clickier when you first start. I've been doing it for a long time, so my thing kind of automatically reacts, but so you get you want to turn it into you want to add a little bit of force behind it. Now that sounds retarded right now, but it turns into something else later. So basically you have to find your own way as far as inhales go to make it not hurt. People say it fucks up your vocals. That's because there's a lot of retards that do it even though it's hurting their vocal cords constantly. It's not exactly the smartest thing to do. So obviously if it hurts, you're doing it wrong. So find another way to do it. Just keep doing that. But nevertheless, you add more power behind it. You use mainly, sorry, that's the wrong side, your diaphragm, which is under your lung. You do not use your stomach. Some people even hold their stomach in when they do them, but I think that looks kind of weird. So you add more power and you go from to so you're starting to get there. Eventually you're gonna have to like practice it enough times just to make sure it doesn't hurt, but eventually you'll get and from there we go to the 3 basic types of vocals. Okay, starting with highs. You basically want to open your mouth as wide as you can for a higher pitch. It just depends. It's like the higher the pitch you want, the more open your mouth has to be. So you go from to which kind of sucked, but so naturally the same thing applies for mids, and you close your throat to kind of not your throat, you close your mouth to kind of a middle level where it goes so obviously you're not in a low range yet, but you're not exactly all that high either. For lows, same concept applies, but if you want really like super lows, which a lot of deathcore bands use and stuff like that, I don't really like them, but you would want to close your mouth really small. So the same thing applies, but you do it extreme if you want a certain vocal. Like you could do a normal vocal, which would be, or you could try to do a super low, which would be like, fish lips, basically. I don't particularly like those because I just don't. I mean, they're okay for side vocals as far as I'm concerned, but for main vocals they get a little bit annoying. Pig squeals are basically just like trying to say brie on a low, so on a super low. So you basically go and you have a pig squeal. And obviously you pull back harder if you want a higher pitch, which that was lower, but you get the idea. I obviously cannot do pig squeals all that well unless I really try hard, which I don't, because I really just hate them. But as far as other side vocals go, your screeches, which are just like normal highs, but instead of doing the normal O, you do kind of a oval. So you get, so you end up sounding sort of like a bird. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but I don't think I'm forgetting anything, but okay, so I forgot to do one thing in the previous tutorial, so I'm going to add this via Windows Movie Maker just as an ending clip. But there's also another strategy called cupping. It's another controversial one, just like inhales. Some people really disagree with it. Why in God's name they do, I'm not fucking sure, but I can do exhales too. I just don't really like them. I don't like how they sound for me. But cupping is basically where you do whatever type of cup you want, because different ones make different sounds, and you put that over your mouth while you do whatever vocal you do. So it changes it basically. I don't know if it'll go well into my mic, but if you do a low doing hand cupping, which I don't usually do, but or screech. So basically that's hand cupping. Other than that, sorry, here. Other than that, I think that's all. So, see ya. Bye.